Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm gonna be showing you an overview of UiPath Studio, a place where you can go and start writing your RPA robots to automate some business processes. First, we need to get UiPath Studio. UiPath Studio community version is for free. And the way to get it is to go to Google and type in UiPath Studio uh, Community Edition. Click on the first link, which will take you to some discussion, forum discussion, UiPath discussion. Here you can see what people have been talking about, and you can click on this link, for example, and this link should take you to a page where you need to log in. Once you are logged in, you should be able to download the UiPath Studio Community Edition. I already have an account, and as you can see, I'm already automatically logged in since I saved my password. So go ahead and click on download, and then you will be able to install UiPath Studio in your machine. One thing to point out, UiPath Studio is available for Windows machine, but you can also get it on your Mac laptops by installing it on VirtualBox. So you install VirtualBox in your Mac machine, and then you will have Windows there where you can then go ahead and install UiPath Studio, same process as you do here. Okay, so go ahead and do that. I already have UiPath Studio in my machine, so I will just open it. So go here, I'm using Windows 10. So UiPath Studio is here. I just open it. This will take a few seconds for the application to launch. So once the app launches, this is what you will see. You will see this small window. So if you are here for the first time, I would recommend to go through some of the tutorials, learn how to build automations, following step-by-step instructions. I also highly recommend UiPath Academy. This is a place where you can go and find a lot of useful materials, and there are so many instructions and different steps that you can take if you are interested in getting certified. So I really highly recommend watching those if you are not familiar with UiPath Studio. So I will close it for now. So this is what you see. You can start a new project, a brand new project. But before I go to project creation, let's talk about different tabs that we have here. So the first thing we see on the left side is the open button. Here, this is when you have a project that you want to open and start working on. So I click on it, and then you can go ahead and choose any UiPath that you might have, your new UiPath project that you might have. So that's it for this button. And then there is a start. This is where we currently are. This is what we have. And then there is this template button. This is when you want to start a project from a template. So in here, if I click on it, you can see so many different templates which you can choose from and start working on your project straight away without having to code everything from scratch. There is a team button here. Team button is when you want to collaborate on the same project with some other developers. UiPath does offer integrations with most popular version control software. The most popular one is Git, which allows you to keep track of any changes in the project. Then there is Team Foundation. This one is also supported by UiPath Studio. And then there is also Subversion. So this is it. So if you want, you can even clone a project from any of these tools. You can just, for example, on Git, you just click on it, and then you just need to enter the URL where the project that you want to clone is located. Okay, so that is it. Similar to Team Foundation. Once you click on it, this is what you get, etc., etc. And there is a tools button here, basically. So those are the extensions that are supported by UiPath. So you can see Chrome, Firefox, Java, Citrix, VMware Horizon, Windows Remote Desktop, etc. And there is settings button. Here you can customize your interface. So you can choose language, for example. I'm using English, but go ahead and choose a language that suits you. You can choose theme. After choosing theme, you need to restart the studio for the changes to be applied. As you can see, I'm using the light, theme. At some point, if you would like to go back to the initial settings, you can click on this reset settings button, which should return to the back when you first launched the UiPath Studio. Okay, so this is it. And then if you need some help, you can go to the help tab. Here you can go to the academy. If you want to be certified, you can see tutorial. And if you want to for them, you can, take short survey. Okay, so this is it. So let's go back to the start. As I already told you, you can create a project from scratch, or you can choose from library or from template. So let's go ahead and start from scratch. So the first thing, you need to give a project name. Okay, demo, I call it demo. And then the location where you want to save your project. So I choose this default, but you can change it. Just go ahead and select here and change. Choose the folder where you want to save your project. And then you can give a description here, just for demonstration purposes. Okay. So once you have it, click on create. This will take a few seconds to set up everything and adding dependencies. Once it's done, this is what you get. So we have our studio ready and we can start writing codes already. So I will talk you through what we have here and how to navigate this studio. So if we look at on the left panel, at the bottom, you have project, then there is activities and snippets, okay? So let's start from project. Project, this is where you see all the files that are currently in your project. And every file that you create will be listed here. Okay, for example, you can just click on left, right button, and we can add the sequence, okay? Or we can add the flow chart, or we can add state machine, or you can even create a folder, okay? We can import files, we can import workflows, etc. Okay. And so we go to the activities. Activities, this is where you will see the list of all of the activities which are currently used in your project. You can even add activities if you need some functionality that does not come with the installation. I'm going to show you how to do it. You just go to manage packages, and in here you can search from any activity that you want to use. Okay. So this is it. Okay, let's go back. Okay, so we are here. So if you want to open a file, you can click here, open main workflow. For those of you who are familiar with programming languages like Java or C# or C++, you are probably familiar with main method, okay? So this main file, the file which is here, main, this is where the project will always start when it runs, okay? So we will always have main.xaml, and in here, that's where you can start writing your business logic using different sets of activities. For example, let's say you want to print hello world. So there is an activity called write line, for example. So you need to be in activities tab. So you just write line, and yes, so you just drag it and drop it here. And then in here, you can write hello world. So once you write it and you are ready to run, you just go ahead and you can either debug if you have a business logic that you want to debug first, or you can just run it if you are confident that the code is ready and doesn't have any bugs. So this is a simple, we are just printing hello world. There shouldn't be any problem. So I'll just go ahead and run the file. So once it's running, as you can see here, it always tells you what's happening, okay? So demo, which is the name of our project, execution started, and then it printed hello world, as you can see, and then it ended. And the whole run took only 3 seconds, as you can see here. Okay, so this is it. That's how you write any code in your project. Also, one thing to point out, as I click on this right line here, on the left hand side, you can see properties here. So for example, property here, what we have is text. This is what we are printing, and then text editor if you want to add something else, okay? Send the text to a different target, to output panel, etc. Okay, so these are properties, and then we have output, of course. That's where we have our output hello world. Okay, so this is it. This is UiPath Studio, and once you are ready, once you finish writing your project, once you've tested everything, you can publish your project to UiPath Orchestrator. Or UiPath Orchestrator, that's a place where you can manage your robots. You can do things like scheduling, you can monitor, you can do a lot of things there. Okay. And yeah, that's it. Maybe if I can click here just for you guys to see how it looks like. This is how it looks like. So as we first publish for the first time, it's going to be version 1.0, and every publications you make after you make some changes, we have some subsequent number. So you can have 1.0, 0, or 1.01, 1.02, etc., etc. I'll just click on cancel, and we are back here. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and do hit subscribe button if you would like to be following everything that I have to share. I am an experienced UiPath developer. I went through trainings, I got certified, and I have experience working on real-world business processes. So if you would like to ask something, if you want some recommendations, feel free to write them in a comment box below, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. So thank you so much. I talk to you later. Bye.